I thought Tony, I thought the command was good. I thought the throw was good. We got him back out there to do it up, I think, in the pen. I just thought he just looked sharp right now. I think he's in a really good spot, given what he's been through the last calendar year. I just think he's going to have a really good season. And right now he looks strong. Just a little bit looks consistent. His secondary pitches are crisp, and I'm looking forward to building him up. He'll do a side, and then he'll go 2 innings his next outing here and call it 6 days.
Hitting 91, 92, that against Stockton.
It is, yeah. 91 still is holding his velocity, and he'll get up to 2 and 4, but I think right now where he's at, the throw looks good.
Andy Paez seemed to have some trouble out there in the center field today. Was it the sun? He said, when I asked him, he said it's me.
Yeah, no, I think that what happened is that smaller guy, it didn't sound like he was hit that hard. Got a bad break on it, and then next thing you know, Arizona air, light air, carried over his head. But you know, he works hard, and I trust him out there.
How do you feel about his center field in particular?
You know what? I think that there was some miscommunication at times last year with him and Teo. But outside of that, I thought he played a good center field.
Where does he? How much of an uphill battle does he have?
I wouldn't say uphill. I think he has a battle. But that's the way it should be. Obviously, he's fighting for playing time, a spot on the roster, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Challenge system in a real big league game. Yep, sorry, I already answered this. I was just trying to think of what I said before. Yeah, it's interesting. It's you know, I don't hate the idea of it. The technology, I think they'll admit, is not entirely there yet, but it's a cool idea and I like it. I think it's cool. It's you know, just something that's different. And yeah, when that ball crossed, I thought it was a strike right away, and he balled it. And then I look out there and he's tapping his head. I went, well, I'm going to be the first one, because I knew it was a strike. And so it's just yeah, like I said, the idea of it's cool and it's definitely interesting, but we'll see how it progresses.
How much have you heard about it from guys who kind of played in OKC and stuff like that?
Well, when I did my rehab assignment, I saw it for the whole week and a half I was down there, and yeah, it's a cool idea. It doesn't slow the game down at all. It moves fast. You know, the longest part was Tony trying to get the microphone to work for the stadium. So, yeah, it moves quick. It doesn't slow anything down. The only thing, like I said, when I was in AAA, was the technology wasn't entirely there. You know, there'd be certain pitches that you would see, and you'd look up on the board, and they would have it in a completely different spot. And obviously, when you're in the dugout or on the field, you can't tell exactly where that pitch is at, but you can see, you can see height-wise usually in the field. You can see where the catcher sets up, and it wouldn't be anywhere where, and even the catcher would come back and be like, yeah, that's not where that ball was. So the technology isn't 100% there, but the idea of it's really cool. It's progressing. I think they've got a good idea with it, but we'll see how they go along with it.
David said that you were the only person not allowed to challenge on the team.
Yeah, man, what's going on with that? Freddie called me out of the meeting, said you can't. Said you're banned from using challenges. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's because everyone just knows I have a good idea of the strike zone, and they just, I don't know, but of course it's me that gets the first one after all those guys are joking about it. And it just go fitting. Yeah, when I came back up, Freddie was waiting for me, just laughing right in my face. So it's go figure.
In that rehab stint, did you challenge at any point?
No, I didn't feel like, there might have been one that I actually would have challenged, but I just didn't feel like, as a guy being down there, you just shouldn't challenge it. And it's there was one challenged on me that was overturned, but no, I joked with those guys the last day that I was there. I was going to use all three in my first at bat just so they couldn't have them for the rest of the game. But no, I didn't end up using any challenges when I was down there.
How scary was that moment with Bobby? Did you have a chance to say anything?
It's always very, very terrifying and frightening. Thankfully, he seems like he was okay. When the trainer came out, asked him if he knew where he was, he made a little joke about hanging a curveball, and right then you kind of knew he was fine. And it's good to see. Obviously you have to take it slow with that type of thing. He might be fine now, but you got to see how he is the next couple of days. And I think he's doing okay.
Have you ever imagined Nolan Arenado wearing a Dodgers jersey? Well, it almost happened. And what if I told you he was willing to waive his no-trade clause to play in Los Angeles? That's right, this news took many by surprise and could have completely changed the offseason landscape. But is there still a chance this could happen? Let's break down this story now. So, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stick with us. Introduction to the topic. According to a report by Katie Wu of The Athletic, Arenado provided the St. Louis Cardinals front office with a list of 5 teams he'd be willing to be traded to this offseason. And guess what? The Los Angeles Dodgers were on that list, along with the San Diego Padres, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, and Houston Astros. This revelation caused a stir in the market and behind the scenes of MLB. But what does this mean for the player's future and, more importantly, for the Dodgers? Arenado's history and current situation. Nolan Arenado, an 8-time All-Star, 6-time Platinum Glove winner, and 5-time Silver Slugger, continues to be an elite player even at 33 years old. Last season, he posted a .272 AVG with 16 home runs and 71 RBIs for the Cardinals. However, his situation in St. Louis has been a topic of speculation for some time, especially since the team has struggled to compete at a high level in recent years. Given this scenario, rumors surfaced that the Cardinals were willing to listen to trade offers for Arenado. But the big question has always been, which teams would he accept as a destination? Now we know the answer. Trade options analysis. Arenado not only selected 5 specific franchises, but also indicated he'd be willing to play third base less frequently or even switch positions to facilitate a trade. This shows just how much he wants a new opportunity to compete for a title. But where would he go? The Red Sox were a real possibility before they signed Alex Bregman, taking them out of the running. The Astros and Yankees have already filled their infield needs, meaning only the Dodgers and Padres remain as viable destinations. And that's where things get interesting. Does Arenado to the Dodgers make sense? Now, think about it. The Dodgers already have Max Muncy at third base and Freddie Freeman at first base. Arenado's fit in the lineup isn't obvious at first. But was this a missed opportunity? Arenado is one of the best defensive third basemen in recent MLB history. His presence on the Dodgers would bring incredible defensive stability, along with an experienced bat for a team already stacked with offensive talent. The issue would be making room and adjusting the lineup. Muncy could move to designated hitter, but even then, it would be a challenge to fit everyone in. What about the San Diego Padres? The other team in the mix, the San Diego Padres, already has Manny Machado at third base and Luis Arias at first base. This means that, like the Dodgers, they would need to make significant changes to accommodate Arenado. However, unlike Los Angeles, the Padres are trying to rebuild their competitiveness and might see Arenado as a necessary addition to compete in the division. Trade obstacles. Despite everything, the trade never progressed much. According to Wu, teams like the Detroit Tigers, Kansas City Royals, and Los Angeles Angels also showed interest, but for Arenado, those were non-starters, and talks never went anywhere. The journalist also stated that any trade involving the player would require significant concessions from both sides or even a drastic change in his list of acceptable destinations. Conclusion, could it have happened? At the end of the day, Arenado remains with the Cardinals, for now, at least. But this rumor raises an important question. Should the Dodgers have pushed harder for this trade? Could Arenado have been the missing piece to make this team even more unstoppable? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think the Dodgers should have made a bigger effort to bring in Nolan Arenado? Or is the team already strong enough to compete for the title without him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Dodgers update. See you in the next video.